hope it's alive. Woo. I want you to see what I got.
You don't get to read the label.
Oh my word. Uh-oh, it's warm. It's really warm in here.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, that's the ice pack. They're alive! You see what I got?
Shrimp?
Yeah, I got shrimp. I want to
Right.
see. Look at them.
Oh, they're really tiny. How
Yeah.
big do they get?
They only get like an inch big.
Oh.
But they multiply like crazy.
Oh, nice.
Uh-oh. Are you sure have you researched this?
I have.
Are you sure?
I'm sure it'll be good. Ethan, I got you a present.
What is it? What the heck are they?
Look real closely.
Are they shrimp?
Yeah, they are.
You guys got shrimp?
I got freshwater shrimp
How come?
because we're gonna eat them. We're gonna raise them. No, or they're gonna eat the algae in the bog.
Oh.
So I'm hoping that they stay in the bog. Hoping that they stay in there.
Hopefully.
And if they do, then hopefully, then the koi can't eat them. You know?
Yeah, because the koi.
Yeah, the koi would probably try to eat them.
That's cool though.
Right?
Yeah.
I was thinking we put them in the bog because if they get down to the swimming area, then the fish will eat them. So then that way they won't be around us. They'll just be in the bog, like cleaning the bog
Yeah,
up
but
all
they're
the time.
tiny, so they're definitely gonna get sucked into the.
No, they don't get sucked from the bog. They just fall down the waterfall.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They're tiny, so that's real life.
There we go. Red really shrimp.
Right.
They're freshwater shrimp,
They eat algae.
and they eat algae like crazy, and they clean, they clean up, and then they breed like crazy. That's the goal.
Cool.
Let's try it. Do it right here. Oh, there's a koi up here.
There's a goldfish, yeah.
Well, that goldfish is gonna eat it all. We gotta catch it. Uh-oh. Well, we can bob it here, but we gotta, here, put it over here in this little area. Right here, Kevin.
Okay.
A little bit back there, yeah. There you go. Let it just hang out there for 20 minutes or so. We gotta catch that fish. You have a fun job today.
That's harder than you think.
Oh, you almost had it. We went right back in that corner by the... Oh, you almost had it. Oh, that is a huge fish.
There it is. Hey, there you go.
You got it.
All right, we're gonna put them in this little bowl. Somehow keep it over here. Oh, there's some in there. There's a bunch in there. How do I get them out? Are they all alive? They're all alive, I think.
All right. We just need to do a little bit of pond water at a time.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Slowly let them in. Oh. Okay, bye. They're hanging onto the bowl. Go.
They love the bowl.
Go. Go into the bog. Taking forever, Kevin. Oh, we're never gonna find him again. So we put the shrimp in the bog just a couple days ago, and we realized we ain't never gonna find those shrimp again. We're never gonna know whether or not they survived unless the bog gets completely cleaned and free of algae. So they're so tiny, there's no way. So living in Arizona and having a natural pond means we are gonna have some algae. It's just kind of part of the system. Look at that difference. Good job. Salem approves.
See it, Salem? What is that?
Gotta make our top step not slippery, and this is the only way to do it. Gotta scrub it off. Most of the time we can keep it at bay. We have the bacteria and the plants, which both do the job that they're supposed to do to keep the water nice and clear, but we get full sun in Arizona just like all year long, and so it's just it can be a battle, especially right now in the middle of the summer. So if you've ever owned a fishing tank, you would know that shrimp are really, or if you've ever seen Nemo, you would know that shrimp do a really good job of keeping aquariums clean and free of algae. So we're gonna give it a go. We've tried pretty much every other type of fish over the years, but now we're gonna move to shrimp. We're gonna see if that's gonna do a better job.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love.
No, the little girls. Not the big girls. All right, ready? They're gonna just stay by Kevin. Come on. That's it. Come on. Winona knows what to do. She knows to come in here and go straight for the food.
Look how big she's getting.
She's big. Today is hoof trimming day for the junior dolings, or as we like to call them, the little girls. We have 4 that we're raising up this year. We've got 3 of our own homebred juniors, Honey, Winona, and Shania. And then we've also got Little River, a doling that we bought from another herd this spring. I like to start them really young on hoof trimming because it makes them a lot better as they get older. And it's really important that they have a good experience, so I like to take smaller cuts so that I don't cut them too short, make them bleed, and then make them afraid of hoof trimming.
Oh, do you want me to do that with you?
Oh, I'm gonna see if she'll just let me. Stick your little leg up here. There. See there, almost done. Put it there. Put it there. Okay. You're good. Put it down. Okay. Good job, honey.
Bunny.
Up, down. Good job. She's so pretty with her little spots.
I got her a little wet because...
I know, I was wondering, why is she damp? Have to admit, Winona looks the best out of all the kids.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Long neck.
Long neck, nice shoulders. Hop over to this one, Kay.
There you go.
There you go. She's so smart.
So smart.
Look at her. So good. Okay, Miss Winona, you're done.
Hey,
Go
You can
down the
go.
ramp.
you're free.
Do it yourself. Bye. Oh. Shh. Come on.
Hold on.
Bye. It's really fascinating how genetics work. I'm constantly comparing these 2 sisters to see the differences between them, even though they come from the same sire and dam. How are their genetics going to express? Winona is definitely longer, has a longer neck, and Shania is wider. So those are both really good things to have in a goat. It'd be kind of nice if they were combined into one, but It'll just probably come down to which udder is best, although maybe I won't choose between them this year. I really like both of them, so maybe next year will be the year that I keep 2 sisters from the same mom and dad. I don't know. Ask me again next year and I'll probably have a totally different opinion. Raising goats is a long game. You have to have a lot of patience and you just have to wait and take good care of them and hope that their genetics turn out the way that you hoped they would.
Well, it's irrigation today. Every 2 weeks, flood our entire acre of property here. That's the way we do it here in Arizona. But all the animals are in their places because they don't like the irrigation. So they'll wait a day until it soaks in and then they'll go. They've all picked out their places. Luna, Tatum, Willow, Tilly and Honey over there. Don't want to even get one toenail wet. Are you guys gonna stay right on the edge of the irrigation water so you don't get wet? Right on the edge. They'll look off the edge. That's the best they'll do.
Well, you're looking at the leftovers from this spring's growing season. We had snap peas, spinach, lettuce, kale, rainbow chard, cilantro, carrots, and beets. But now the entire garden is dead, and that's the way I wanted it because I swore last year that I wasn't going to try to garden through the extreme heat. Just wanted to let nature take its course and conserve water. But I couldn't go a summer without planting tomatoes. So we gathered a bunch of tomatoes throughout May and June, and now we're just picking the last little bits and we'll close up the garden until later in the fall. So we've got the last of the tomatoes, but the good news is the front yard orchard does great in the heat, and we have something fun to pick there. I know what you're thinking. DaNelle, these plums are not ripe, but the birds are eating them, so I figured I'm gonna pick them, let them ripen on the counter, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna make with them. Don't worry, just trust me. If you live in America, you know that at the beginning of July, pretty much everybody is making a pie. And so that's what we're doing today. We're gonna make a plum pie. Now the plum fruit is actually really sweet, but it seems like the peels or the skin is really tart. But I'm hoping that by combining them, adding a good amount of sugar, that all should work out. So we'll start by cutting up these plums. We have a lot of plums, so we're gonna try to fit it all into this pie. It calls for a cup of sugar, but I'm gonna do a cup and a fourth because these are really tart. My mom always taught me to roll out my pie crust on like a tea towel, and then that way you can just flip it over onto the pie pan and it should work out. It was at this point that I realized I probably overfilled this a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna just put a baking dish underneath it and hope for the best. I'm gonna cut little slits into it that look more like wounds, but you know, that's good enough. Now I'm also going to use those beautiful tomatoes today to make a quiche. And while I already have milk from this morning's milking, I need to go gather some eggs. What do you got for me? Are you guys sharing a nest? That's so nice. The only thing is I kinda would like to check under you. This one's mean and this one's nice. So if I just put her little head down a little bit. Hey, it's okay, come here. Come here. Just sit out here for a second, you're okay. Okay, let's just, that's a lot of eggs. You guys are sitting on a whole clutch together? I know. Well, okay. There you go. Making a quiche is an actual science. So if you've ever had trouble making a good quiche, or it's too runny or whatever, you've got to have the right ratios. And that is, you've got to have 4 eggs to every cup of milk or heavy cream. So you can use a combination of the milk or cream, but it has to total 1 cup. You can't do any more milk than that, or else it's just not gonna work. So you add your salt and pepper, get this mixed up, and basically add whatever fixings you want. So I'm adding the tomatoes from the garden, but I took out all the seeds and the juice from the tomatoes because I didn't want it to add too much liquid to this. We've also got some fresh greens and this beautiful ricotta. Now, if you remember a couple weeks ago, I made a homemade Gouda cheese. Took me all day, but we finally got to the point where we pressed it, we dried it, we packaged it, we put it in the fridge for aging, and I had all of this leftover whey. So the coolest thing you can do with whey that's left over from making cheese or yogurt is you can make ricotta from it. All you basically do is heat this whey up till it's screaming hot. Then you'll get a little bit of these curds separating from the whey, and that is what ricotta is basically. So I did that to not waste any of the whey, and I took that ricotta, seasoned it a little bit with salt, and then put it in the freezer because I knew I was going to use it for something like this. And it went perfectly in this quiche. Finally, we'll add some cheddar cheese. We'll pour that thing into a pie crust as well and get it baking. In the end, the quiche turned out perfectly, of course, but the plum pie, I think I possibly overfilled it, maybe just a little bit. It basically exploded. And so it was still good, quite tart though. It tasted like a raspberry pie or something, just a little bit tart. But that's nothing a little ice cream couldn't fix. So there you have it, guys. We made pies in July because that's tradition.